I'd love to take a moment to applaud my dear friend, the extraordinary Dana Goldberg. Come on. And thank you so much, Human Rights Campaign, for this incredible honor. I will not take up too much of your time. We're moving towards that dance party. I grew up in South Carolina in the 80s and 90s, and I didn't have hey, what's up, South Carolina? I didn't have very many gay role models around me. And when I say not very many, I mean absolutely none. The term gay was purely derogatory, actually. It was flung about as a weapon to injure anyone who was perceived as weak. It was the worst thing you could call someone. Now, I was active in sports, and I was a tomboy through and through, and I was often mistaken for a boy, and each time it felt equal parts empowering and terrifying. I felt as though people were seeing something deep inside of me that I couldn't yet name. And then I saw Christy McNichol in the film Little Darlings, and everything shifted. Do any of you remember this film? Yes, a couple of you. Tatum O'Neal, Matt Dillon, Cynthia Nixon, oh my God. And soon thereafter, I discovered the leather-clad character Joe in the sitcom Facts of Life, and there was more shifting. Now, I'm purposely dating myself up here in the hopes that you might journey back in your own mind and heart to the first time you might have recognized that you were different and how that made you feel. Different in places like South Carolina meant dangerous. So I pushed different down, and I focused on my passion, which was singing. And as I honed my craft as a singer and an actor, I ached to see someone like me in the media. But other than the actresses that I wanted to be gay, I never saw anyone with whom I could truly relate. Then finally, Ellen DeGeneres came out, and I was elated. I was relieved. I felt like there was hope for me and for humanity itself. And then she received so much backlash from the networks and the public at large that my celebration soon reverted back to fear. And when I moved to New York City to begin my career in 2002, I was told very directly not to come out. This advice was offered to me from another gay person, a dear friend who is a prominent director in the Broadway community. He told me that directors would question if I had authentic chemistry with my male leads, and that it in no way would serve to bolster my career, so I stayed in the proverbial closet. Soon after my Broadway debut, which was in Urban Cowboy, the musical, if you can believe it, it was awesome. I got to sing and dance and ride a mechanical bull and start a bar fight. It was awesome. Soon after that, I was cast in an off-Broadway play entitled The Bebo Brinker Chronicles. Now, this was a piece based on Anne Bannon's lesbian pulp fiction novels, and I was stoked to play the titular role, the butch, badass Bebo Brinker. And as I began to prepare for the role, I was also doing quite a bit of press, and questions began to arise about my personal life, and I found it more and more difficult to dodge, well, the truth. So I decided that it was time to come out and to be honest about who I was. And do you know what happened? Nothing, not one thing, no one cared, nothing happened. I was very lucky. If anything, I was called in for more lesbian roles, which was just fine by me. What I learned in that moment is that being brave and sharing one's truth doesn't always look like someone base jumping from a gargantuan cliff. Sometimes it's the smallest of steps forward towards what is true that can have the greatest impact. Now, I have been an out actor in the Broadway community for 20 years, and it has been amazing. And what makes it, you can clap for that, that's sweet. What makes it so awesome is that I, A, get to feel like my truest, most authentic self, and B of all, I find that I am now in service to young queer theater kids across the globe, meeting fans outside the stage door and receiving them as they excitedly thank me for being out is a bonus that I could not foresee as that little tomboy in South Carolina pursuing my dream of being a professional actor, but what a bonus it is. Visibility matters, and I know I am preaching to the choir here tonight, but I just want to take this opportunity to thank my queer family and our allies for continuing to show up in a world that can make it very tough to do so. We have come so far, my friends, and yes, we still have so much work to do, and yes, we have many battles ahead, but I am learning, and I firmly believe, that how we show up to battle makes a huge difference. Let us keep sharing ourselves and our beautiful light with the world. Let's shine so brightly, with joy, with pride, with kindness, with compassion, with love, that we may light up even the darkest, most fearful of hearts. I'm gonna say yes, right? Yes, we can battle and we can do it in that way. Before I leave, I wanna thank you, our interpreter. I don't hear your name, but our sign language interpreter, thank you. Good job. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. And one more shout out. 3 weeks from right now, I am gonna marry my best friend, Mo Mullen. I cannot wait to be your wife. I love you so much. Thank you for being here for me tonight. Thank you for your time, and thank you for this magnificent honor.